All right, everybody. Yesterday ended up being a busier day than anticipated. Didn't make a video. Don't feel a need to try to play catch up. I'll just make them as I can. As you can tell from looking at my attire, I have on the Immaculate Sausage Pig. Let me back up for that. See if we can get that a little bit better. This was designed by the infamous 5 Minute Guy, and we made numerous copies for the parish. So we had our sausage dinner today. Here's one of the interesting things, sorry, it keeps coming out of focus, about Catholicism. The church my parents grew up in, and they were both 40 when I was born, always presumed the community was going to be active outside of church. So going to church really wasn't a social event at all. Most churches had a very small vestibule. You came in the door and you got right to your business. You went to prayer. There was no socializing really before Mass. I don't even know if they're socializing after Mass. I guess there was afterwards, but really not beforehand. And you look at our new church out here at Immaculate Heart of Mary in New Melle. We have a huge narthex. I mean, it's not a vestibule, it's a narthex. It's a huge gathering area. Because one of the things that's happened today in community building is people are more mobile. They come from greater areas. They do not live in a compact area like they would in the neighborhoods of old. It's a good chance you can pray with somebody for years and never know them at Mass, because again, Mass still really doesn't afford an opportunity to know your neighbor. The closest thing is a sign of peace, and it's really not a social thing. It's a social reality that we are expressing, that we are at peace with one another before we go receive the Lord. But it's really not the same as a meet and greet at all. I mean, maybe some churches turned into that, and that's unfortunate, because I think that overshadows the fact that Jesus is coming to you rather than you get to meet everybody in church and say, how's it going? The real idea is it's kind of a ritual act that I am not at odds with anyone whom I'm worshiping with, or anybody before I approach the Lord. I want to receive Jesus Christ in communion with his body, and now in communion with him when I receive his body. And so the social things like this dinner are not just fundraisers, which are good. Most churches need fundraisers. They're really social events. They're real community builders, and I feel very fortunate out at Immaculate Heart of Mary for events like this. Not only for the opportunity for our parishioners, they're really good stewards. They are very generous with their time and their talent, but also just an opportunity to get to know other people as they come to visit. That's one of the things I like to do, is meeting people and talking with them is a good thing. Pardon me while I finish off my crafted beer made by Billy Bush. He doesn't sponsor this, by the way, but hopefully he's coming to a neighborhood near you soon. His plan is to build a brewery out here. We'll see if that all comes to pass. That'd be great if it did. But anyway, we make whole hog sausage. It's a great week of preparation. There's a few weeks of preparation beforehand. And for the most part, everybody works well together. You always have personality flare-ups occasionally that you got to deal with, but for the most part, they're not that bad, and we're really fortunate. So, find a community you like and spend time getting to know people. Again, I know I'm talking to you via the magic of a glowing screen, but spending less time with glowing screens and more time with people, talking to them in a room, across a table, or whatever, is a much more enriching activity, much more soul-feeding than our glowing screens. I don't think our glowing screens bring as much fulfillment. They bring diversion and entertainment, but I don't think they bring any fulfillment, or not much. They can bring some. I mean, you can learn and it can be educational. But time really spent with other people is irreplaceable, especially if it's good time spent with them. And it's been a very good day. I thought we were going to have a low turnout because the weather's pretty damp and chilly out there. But it's turned out a lot better than I anticipated, for which I'm very thankful for all of our volunteers and all of our guests and patrons. Everybody works hard to make this a very successful day. I probably have the easiest job of just roaming around, occasionally picking up trash. We've got a gnat in here. They've been all over the place this year. I don't know why gnats are so bothersome. Forget the gnats. There's the crickets. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you.